And one very good way to rediscover your passion or your joy in life is to think about a time when you were very happy. Not when you were sometimes happy or seemingly happy, but when you were actually very happy. Maybe as a child. What were you doing back then? Can you do something similar now? So many times it happens that when we are growing up, we have some dreams, some ambition, something we want from our life, something we are working towards, but as time passes, we start to lose our dreams. We kind of start to accept the way life is. Almost like throwing in the towel. We just throw in the towel and we say, look, I have surrendered. Not in a positive way. I've surrendered because I am helpless. But sometimes all that's needed is to just go back in your life and find out when you were happy, what were you doing back then? Maybe it was the presence of somebody else that made you happy, but was it really? Maybe it was your acceptance towards that person or what you were doing at the time that made you happy. In fact, I was once reading this book somebody gave me, and it's written by a doctor in the UK, and he shared the story of this man who was very depressed. And his wife was obviously very concerned because this man would come home and would not talk to anybody, would just shut himself in a room and sometimes not even eat his dinner, and he had no energy, no desire to go to work the next day, and he had no friends whatsoever. And his wife was obviously very concerned. So she met this doctor and she said, my husband's very depressed. Can you help him? Is there anything you can do? This doctor was also kind of a life coach. Is there anything you can do? And the doctor said, okay, let me see him. I'll see what I can do. So he met this man and this patient, and he said to him, listen, can you recall a time when you were very happy? He said, not really. I've always been very stressed. I started working early, and then I got married early, and I've really just been focused on my family, and I don't really have any friends. He said, anybody you remember from the days of your uni or college or school? He said, I didn't go to uni. So nobody there from my school. I'm not in touch with any of my friends. Really, I'm just getting by. I could die and I won't mind it. And the doctor said, no, really think about it. There must have been some phase in your life, however short that may be, when you were happy. He said, I really can't think of anything. What did you like doing as a child? The doctor said. He said, I had this hobby of playing with electric trains. And the man's eyes lit up a little as soon as he said that. And the doctor said, can you tell me a little more about it? He said, yeah, I used to have many engines, many models. This was before my parents had a divorce. Everything was well. My father was earning the bread just fine. And we would go to this hobby shop. We'll buy different kind of trains and engines, and some would run on the main electricity, some on batteries, some on different power. I remember I even built this little steam engine on my own. It was just amazing. And the doctor said, why don't you do that now? He said, what do you mean? Play with electric trains? He said, yeah. You're joking, right? The man said, no, I'm not joking with you. Why don't you try it? He said, I don't know what that will do. And the doctor said, look, I'll tell you what that will do. The moment you started talking about those electric trains, I saw how your eyes lit up. That spark is still alive in you. So if you resume that hobby of yours, who knows, you might actually rediscover a lost side of you. And the man said, actually, you know what? I don't mind. I will try it. I would like to play with my trains again and create some models and so on. So as this doctor wrote in the book, I can't recall the name of the book. I think the stress solution, but don't count me on this. I don't know, don't remember. So this person went away, and that was the end of the conversation. 3 months went by, and he didn't hear back anything. And one day in a supermarket, he met his wife again. And he said, "Oh, I remember seeing your husband. How's he doing now? Remember?" She said, Yeah, I've been meaning to call you. He's so happy. Like he is so happy, was never depressed. He can't wait for the weekends to come. He comes home in the evening and he's so happy. He's got his trains spread out and he's building all these different kind of models. One whole room is dedicated. He's taken up the entire garage, is building different models. He's got various tooling machines there, and he is like really over the moon. He's spending so much quality time with me. His conversations with me are full of energy, full of zeal, and he loves spending time with our children. He shows them all the time what he's up to, and the children have started taking interest in his trains. And I don't know what you did or how you did, but whatever it is, it worked like a charm. And the doctor said, well, all I did was I got him in touch with a time when he was actually happy. And that's what I mean when I say do a survey of your own life. Because it doesn't matter how lost you feel. It doesn't matter how hopeless the situation may seem to you. The truth is, there is always where something can be done about it. And don't you give up on that.